All right, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us for our latest CA Workload Automation Community webcast. This morning, we're joined by several members of the Workload Automation team who will explore the new deliverables for CA Workload Automation AE and WCC. Before I hand off to Nitin, please remember that if you have any questions along the way, please use the Q&A box within the WebEx. If you don't see the box, just click on the question mark icon in the upper right of the screen, and it will open for you. All right, Nitin, go ahead.
Thanks, Len, and good morning, everyone. So today I'll walk you through the new feature and functionalities that we delivered as part of AutoSys 11.3.6, SP2, and WCC 11.4 SP1. So these are the features that we delivered in SP2. The theme of this release was to enable agent monitoring, agent monitor product. Basically for that, we are providing machine RESTful web services. Basically it shows machine related information. The second one was there are a lot of customers who are providing their ideas on ideation. And there are a lot of customers, they are approving those ideas. So we picked some of the ideas voted by different customers, and those are part of SP2. Expose agent version information, add description attribute to calendar, and increase calendar name length. So these ideas came from ideation. And then there are some components which were vulnerable, so we would like to make sure that the environment of our customers are secure. So as part of this exercise, we have updated some of the components that were vulnerable. So machine RESTful web services. So we introduced this in SP2. Now you can extract machine-related information such as the agent name, node name, the information which is listed here, plugin list, platform, heartbeat, attempt, and frequency. So all this information you can get, and that information is related to machine. We are also supporting filters. And these filters are applicable for all these attributes. So let's say you would like to fetch information of all the agents that are running on Linux platform. So you can have a filter, or maybe you want to have all the agents which have a version number or the build number greater than 500. So this information you can extract using the filters that we have introduced as part of this requirement. So this is the XML output where we are showing all the information, version information, information of agent like its name, status, max load, node name, platform, plugin information, port. So this is how the information is being retrieved. This is the agent monitoring UI. So they are the consumer of machine RESTful web services, and they are showing information of machines such as, if you can see that the name, host name, version information, host OS. So this is how agent monitor is consuming AutoSys related machine RESTful web services. Just I would like to share, we have we released this agent monitor product sometime back, and if you would like to know more about agent monitor, there is a webcast on 21st of July. You can register for the event, and you will get to know what all functionalities we are delivered as part of agent monitor R12. In case you would like to download, it is available on support site, so you can download, install it, and play around with Agent Monitor. And more information about agent monitor, we have documentation available on Wiki. So you can access Wiki and get the agent monitor documentation. The other requirement that we delivered is agent version information. So this requirement submitted by our user on ideation, and there are a lot of users voted for it. Basically, the problem that users were facing that if they want to know the version information of agents, so currently they have to go to the agent directory, agent machine, and then they have to fire agent-related command to fetch the agent version. And think about it, if you have large number of agents in your environment, so it becomes a very painful exercise. So now through AutoWrap, you can fire a command AutoWrap -m. If you want to extract the machine-specific agent information, you can specify the machine name -p, and it will display the agent version information. The version information that we are extracting and displaying is agent version, service pack, maintenance level, and build number. So this is the output of the command. So here you can see agent release, which is R11.3, and the build that we have installed is service pack 4, maintenance level 1, and build is 738. Calendar description and calendar name length. There were two requirements that were there on ideation. Calendar description requirement got the maximum number of votes when we picked that requirement. Basically, the problem that our users were facing that they have hundreds of calendars. Now, they have complex calendar as well, and now they want to provide the information of that calendar, what it does, what is the objective of it. If there is any other information related to calendar which could be useful. So all this stuff they would like to provide or associate with the calendar, but there was no way where they can provide this information. So the request came that we should have attribute where we can provide the description. Now, in absence of description field, what users were doing, they were putting relevant information related to calendar in the name field. But the problem was name field was accepting only 30 characters. So even if you want to provide detailed information in the name field, the users were not able to provide. So this was the second request to increase the length of the name field. So now what we are doing, we are providing description field which can accept 1024 characters, and same time we are also we have also increased the length of the calendar name. Now it accepts 64 characters. So now if you want to provide detailed information about the purpose, about the objective of that calendar, any special notes, you have the area where information can be provided. Now we are also supporting description search. So basically based on value, you can search in the description field. So search is supported on description. These are the components that we have updated as part of SP2 EM. This is the latest version of EM that is available, which is R12.51.3.14 CR3, CAPKI 4.3.8. Same way we have updated Perl, SSA, JREs, and the Tomcat. These are the components that we have updated as part of SP2 EM. This is the latest version of EM that is available, which is R12.51.3.14 CR3, CAPKI 4.3.8, same way we have updated Perl, SSA, JREs, and the Tomcat. This release has all the maintenance released by SC team after SP1. So if you would like to know more about what all is part of SP2 as far as the maintenance is concerned, you can go to our wiki, look at the release notes, and you will find the detailed information of issues that are fixed as part of SP2. Any questions before I hand it over to WCC team?
Okay, thank you. So we can go to next slide and check WCC features that were in current release. So basically, main focus were new flows where we wanted to change user experience to create better flow with much better performance, with some advantages that that flow allows, that technology allows. We also were adding new widgets to dashboard. So there is a user widget that allows administrators to monitor who is logged in the application, and there is a machines widget that allows you to monitor state of the machines. You can easily edit machines from the dashboard and launch quick edit basically, and you can launch agent monitor from that widget. That's the new product, new free CA product that was released. We also supporting new features of autosys. So both SP1 and SP2 features are supported in current release of WCC. We did several enhancements that were raised on communities, so we fulfilled the requirements of customers and we put enhancements to our application. Also, we did security updates. WCC is now more secure and it prevents vulnerabilities, and that did some other updates just to keep technical current. And what's the main features is definitely that flows in monitoring, quick queue, and forecast. There is a better user experience, really much better because it's done on client side. It's in JavaScript, so it's really fast and easy to use right now. There are these widgets and support for that autosys version. Basically, I will present that calendar description field, extended length of calendar name, new alarm times, and external dependencies that are shown correctly right now in WCC. Also, we did some changes to alert policies, and so I will present it on next slides. This is how the new flow looks like in monitoring. As you can see, it's much better understandable. It has all functionality it had before. We added some functionality like searching for job with highlighting. There is search select by status. I think that was present even before, but now everything is much faster. You can load bigger flows. All boxes are collapsed by default, so basically it's that increases the performance. There is a lazy loading for content of boxes. You have the overview there that you can expand and put wherever you want in the application on whatever place you want. So basically to navigate is their overview. I will go to next slide where the quick queue flow is shown. Quick queue flow is open by default now because it's less performance. It's able to display up to 100 predecessors and successors job nodes, so 100 levels of predecessors and successors are displayed. So there is no need for that upstream downstream level right now. All functionality that was present is still present. We just modified and it's again better performance. About forecast diagram, it's same. It got better performance. You can use navigation by mouse, and you can search for jobs like in table. There is a filter same as in the table. There is a direct link to quick edit, so you can edit a job by clicking on job name, and again, it's much faster, much better user experience. And now we get to user widget. Actually, it displays who is connected to WCC. It displays it for all HA nodes, and it also displays the duration, how long is the user connected. You are able to detach, or you can filter in that user widget as it's in other widgets. Accessibility is defined in EM in widget access resource class. In same class, there is accessibility defined for this machines widget, that you can again filter machines. You can do what you are used to in dashboard, and this widget is used for monitoring of machines, of real machines. Virtual ones are not mentioned here. You can also have a context menu actions there. I already mentioned edit action, so you can go to quick edit and edit the machine. Or you can, for system agent, you can send offline and online events on that agent. So it can be used. This functionality wasn't present before. Also, there is an integration with Agent Monitor that in configuration tab you set up the URL for Agent Monitor. Then this button at the top appears, and you can launch Agent Monitor from there. Agent Monitor is used to monitor all agents across all schedulers. Another changes I mentioned are changes on alerts. We added new alerts. We added even iDash alerts to WCC, so basically you can display even them. New alarm times are highlighted, like selected on both sides of this combo box. And another change in alerts that maybe has better impact for customers is when you are defining alert policy, and you can select views to assign that alert policy to that view. So basically, at one place you can add alerts to all views at once, at one single click, and you can also remove the views from here, from define the alert policy definition. So it may be really useful if you have old alerts. You can by easily one change remove it from every view you have created. So that was that main features. This is just again the list of them. I presented flows in monitoring, QQ, and forecast, active user widget, machines widget, that support for ASP1 calendars and extended length was presented by a team, and also I presented new alarms and external dependencies shown, and changes in alerts. There were other changes like that were basically mentioned on community side. That example is persistent auto refresh settings in dashboard and in monitoring, and filter visibility by default. So basically, after installation, you have a filter in dashboard widgets visible for all widgets. This filter visibility is also persistent. So once you log in and log out and log in, it's same as it was before. We improved AutoSys validations, AutoSys server validation with auto discovery of autosys version. So version is currently set by what's returned by autosys. So you don't have to care about which version it is. You just hit the validation button, and it will validate server and set up the correct version. If there is a newer autosys, the error message was improved. So that's another change, small, but it was requested by customers and communities. Default time zone settings is another improvement from communities. It's ability for administrators that you set up default time zone for every user using WCC. Of course, they can change it still in their profile, and they can use their own settings. But this option was really requested because of hundreds of users may be present in WCC, and you can now change it in one place. We did some security enhancement. SSL was disabled. Now we are using only TLS, and we introduced URL parameter restriction and secure flag for session cookies. That's another security thing that makes WCC more secure than before. We also did SiteMinder single sign-on integration. NTLM single sign-on was already present. It's here mentioned just because in 11.3.6 it was present since some incremental. So basically, to have a better understanding, you can use single sign-on of CA product called SiteMinder that allows you take advantage of this integration and single sign-on. WCC HA can be installed and run in HTTPS. That was another feature requested by customers. It was disabled in previous version. Now it's even certified for 11.3.6, but in 11.4 you can set it up by installer, and it's officially supported in both versions actually. But now it can be used. There were some installer changes for better user experience. Again, you can, for example, skip license. If you know it, you can just say that you accept the license, and you doesn't have to hit enter several 10 or 1,000 times. And there is a straightforward upgrade from 11.3.5 or later versions. That means 11.3.5, 11.3.6, or any incremental service pack and whatever version you have. Basically, with this upgrade, WCC still keeps support of autosys versions since 11.3. So whatever autosys versions 11.3 or later you are using, 11.4 SP1 supports it, so you can use it, and you can take advantage of any feature that was present here. If autosys supports that, you can take advantage of WCC features. Another things that were done is Java 8 support. There is one exception for Solaris, that there is no Java 8 for 32-bit Java 8 for Solaris machines. So we couldn't introduce it for Solaris. There is only Java 7, and for other platforms we have Java 8. We add Oracle 12c full support and MS SQL 2014. For 11.3.6, 12c was supported, was certified, but there is some operation needed on DB setup. But for this release, it's fully supported. Browser compatibility, Safari is supported now, and the rest is just mentioned to show how many browsers we are supporting, basically. We also did some third-party components updates, and we moved documentation to Wiki. So that's the list of WCC features, and here is one summary slide. We have one single product that is new CA workload automation AE 1136 SP2 together with control center delivered on support pages. It's together, but still that doesn't mean that WCC supports only 1136 SP2 version. It supports everything since 11.3, as I said before. You can still take advantage of it, but you have to search for it on package of AE. Another thing, there were 32 enhancements delivered. 13 are ideas delivered from communities, and for the 13 CA communities ideas, 99 votes was on that community side. We introduced new and free CA workload automation agent monitor, and you can take advantage of it. And we, of course, keep technical currency for all our products. We put all fixes provided to date. Every fix that was present before is included, is covered by this release. So basically, that's all from our presentation, and we can go to questions. So in case of any questions, type to our chat or.
There's actually one question in there from Clifton Lewis. It's an auto rep question. It says, could I auto rep by machine name and create a JIL on the jobs on that machine?
So this question has two parts. One is, can we do a auto rep on machine? Yes, we can do that. But the second part, create a JIL on the job on that machine, is not clear. So if Edwin is there and he can explain the use case, like what he is trying to achieve, maybe we'll be able to answer his query. I have sent him a message, but yet to get response.
Yeah, if you guys can scroll down in the Q&A, there's actually a couple more questions that have come in,
okay,
including feedback from Clifton on what you just said. Can you see the, Nitin, are you able to see the questions?
Yes, I can see the question, and this is seems to be for WCC.
Actually, I can see one WCC question. When a job fails, I would like to enter failure comments. So if the job fails again, I would like to look at the comments to see how to fix the issue. Basically, WCC currently doesn't support anything like this. Maybe that would require some comment field or edit rights to comment to edit job, maybe. Or maybe what we are planning to introduce in next release is to have context menu action that will be like a link to your web page. So basically, by that we would be able to do this use case. But currently we don't have anything like this, but we can take it into account, and we will see if we can do something for this user scenario. Does it respond to your question? Yeah, Crystal is next release. That means we are planning next release at the end of this year, of the calendar year. So hopefully this will be included in the release, but it's at the end of this year.
So along those lines of SP2, yes, our teams are actively pursuing SP2. If there are customers who would like to participate in the development of SP2 and be educated on, this is what we're delivering on our given sprint boundaries, everybody is certainly welcome to go to validate.ca.com and sign up for participating within our sprint reviews. The team does an excellent job of listening to all the customer feedback and working with it as we're developing the product. So it's a brilliant opportunity for all customers to share their influence and help us ensure that we're delivering the product that's going to give the most value. So again, that's validate.ca.com.
Then we have another question. If I want to list all of the jobs in the on the machine, currently it's not possible in WCC. We will validate this idea. Basically, as you saw in the presentation, put that to community sites, vote for it, and once it will have enough votes, we can do it, and we can have some time to work on this improvements based on community site voting. So it's really important for us that you go there and you put your ideas there and vote for them. Another question is, what does new flows in WCC event for mean? It was on slide 21 and 22. It's a completely new technology. It's moved from several generated view to client side. It's done in JavaScript. So that's every flow in monitoring and in QuickView that is much faster, that has new design. You can get better understanding. You can better find your failed jobs. You have some other features like search and so on, and you can take advantage of it on every AutoSys version if you install this version of WCC. Another question. Go ahead.
Yeah, there is one question related to, is the agent monitor is a separate UI? Yes, it's a separate UI. It is not part of WCC or.
Okay. For the machine widget, where does it pull the machine status from? AE constantly pulling the agents in order to refresh the machine states. We are getting it from AutoSys, maybe. AutoSys, can you answer that question? Yeah.
It is regarding for the machine widget. Where does it pull the machine status from?
Yeah. Machine status.
Yeah. Is AE consistently polling the agent in order to pull and refresh the machine status?
There are certain conditions under which a scheduler will poll for the status of a machine. Usually, when the agent goes down, the 11.3 agent onwards, they send a status back to the scheduler saying that they are going down, and then we will not poll for that. But say if a job is scheduled and then for some reason agent has vanished without leaving behind any trace, in that case, a scheduler will poll periodically to see if the agent has become online or not.
Regarding the question on documentation, it's absolutely true that our team has made a substantial investment in the wikis. all of the documentation going forward will be out in the wikis, and we did it for the following reason. It was taking too long to update the traditional bookshelves, but with the wikis, we're looking at 2 business days to validate the information and then decide to post the update. And oftentimes it's even faster than that. But again, the wikis are living documents, easier to maintain, allows us to be far more responsive to customer needs. So it is the case that the documentation resides in the wiki, and both 11.3.6 SP2 of AutoSys and 11.4 SP1 of WCC are already documented within the wikis. That's wiki.ca.com, and in the search bar, if you simply type in AE space, you will be drawn right to the wiki for AutoSys.
Okay, another question from Anthony was that if we still have present table view in this version. Yeah, all the functionality that was present in previous version 11.3.6 was kept. We just introducing new functionality and basically that's it. We didn't drop anything as it was in previous releases. And basically geo-specific, is the geo-specific enough to separate jobs associated with one machine? Can we tell what jobs are on machine A only? Basically, that's probably a question on AutoSys. Guys, question from Beverly King. Tim, can you hear us?
Yeah, which one you are saying, Pavel?
Question from Beverly King Group, 4:32 p.m. Is the geo specific enough to separate jobs associated with one machine?
So is the GIL specific enough to separate jobs associated with one machine? The answer is no. And can you tell what jobs are on the machine A only? No. The answer is also a no.
Okay.
So another one is post upgrade. What's the process to add a description to a calendar? Use the import feature to add the description without changing any existing date.
Yeah, basically, description field is available just for the latest AutoSys version, SP2 version, and in WCC side is only reflected. So basically, if you have AutoSys connected with that version, you will have available description field, and you will have available search by description. Click at it, and I suppose that you are able to still do GIL operations with adding descriptions to calendars.
Yes. So if you have like old calendars and you export, you can add a description attribute and then you can import it with the description.
Okay, another question is about WCC HA, if the sync is automatic. Yeah, basically sync is automatic. It uses same database, so basically it knows about each other, and they even split the work for collecting of AutoSys jobs. So if you have WCC and HA, you get better performance, and clusters know about each other, and they cooperate in collecting and other stuff. But every synchronization of setting is automatic, and you don't have to care about it. installation is always is even better than fresh install, because if you install second node, you just specify the database, and it will keep the settings from the database. It will stay same.
There is a question from Barbara Jones. By saying documentation is in the wiki, does that mean all updates to the documentation are in the wiki, so no value to the PDF documentation anymore? Should we just use the wiki now for full documentation? So as far as the AE is concerned, from SP2 onwards, we are not providing any PDF with our ISO installer. So if you would like to have the documentation, please access wiki, and wiki will give you the complete information of Autosys. Paul, there is a question for WCC. Are the WCC HADB still not synchronizing automatically in this new version?
Basically, if WCC is in HA mode, it uses the same DB, so I'm a little bit confused with this question that there is DBs. I've used there is no available synchronization, there is no HA possibility. It's not used for commercial grade. It's not commercial grade database at all. Database has slow performance. We have it just for few jobs if you are trying to use it like this. And so you have to install the same DB, so it's basically synchronized.
So there is a question from John Gooch. Can you post the wiki address in the main chat or on the screen? Thanks, Lynn, for providing that link. But other than this, with README as well, you will find the information of documentation, the link of it. So you can open a README and you will get that information. Anyways, thanks, Lynn.
I will just add to this documentation that WCC has documentation offline, even exported to the current state at the release time. So you can, you don't have to need the access to internet, and you still can have advantage of documentation as it was before. Another question was about killing user session in this new version. Actually, this operation is not there, it's not present. We are considering it again, put it into community side, vote for it, and we may implement it. This was like the partial work done. We are in Agile, so basically we produced first step, and we can do whatever improvement you are suggesting, but we can do it based on communities, and these ideas should be mentioned there, and it would be good if you vote for it.
So one more point on the wikis. There's questions on, can you push them to PDFs? You can absolutely roll up any of the wiki sections into a PDF if that suits your needs, or you need to be able to access things offline. And then it asks if any versions of WCC are being sunset. The WCC versions will be sunset in correspondence with the releases the AutoSys releases that use them. So no, there's no end of support announcements for WCC, nor are we going to be issuing any. They will be sunset or end of supported alongside the corresponding AutoSys releases. Trying to see if we answered all the questions. Are there any other questions that we can help with? So at this time, I'd like to recap with a thank you to Nitin, who is our product owner, and Pavel, who's one of our lead technicians. Beautiful job, gentlemen, sharing the latest deliverables from AutoSys and WCC. A thank you to Len for setting up the communities and giving us an opportunity to share our latest deliverables with our customers. A reminder to our customers, and I think you saw it highlighted here, we take ideation site, which is on communities.ca.com, the spot where customers can make requests for enhancements. We take it very seriously. We review them diligently with our experts here at CA, and we reach back out to customers when we need clarification on what the request is. We don't accept everything, but we do our best to accept the ones and deliver on the ones where we believe it will provide the most customer value across the community. We mentioned the wikis. Again, it's a powerful source. If you have comments or you have any questions, you can leave them right there in the wiki. We have people monitoring the wikis all the time, so you will see responses and probably inline updates based on any comments that you leave in the wikis. We also have the community space where we see lots of customers interacting with each other, sharing what they're working on, asking questions on how they might accomplish a new task that they haven't personally taken on before within the workload space. So everybody is certainly welcome and encouraged to participate in communities. And as I had mentioned previously, everybody is completely welcome within our sprint reviews. Our teams are open. They love to have the customer engagement. They appreciate the feedback. And through the sprint reviews, you're seeing what the material that's not generally available yet. It's what we're about to deliver. So it is the prime opportunity for customers to provide us feedback while we're developing. And again, the teams are highly responsive to customer suggestions. So validate.ca.com accepts the non-disclosure agreement, and we would love to see you on our sprint reviews going forward. With that, Len, I think I'm going to turn the call back to you. And as soon as I give a special thank you to all of our customers who joined, just eyeballing it and knowing many of the names, we had over 24 different accounts, and we got up to 90 participants throughout. So definitely appreciate everybody's time. And if there's any follow-up questions, you can let us know through communities or just reach out to us directly. I think you know most of our team members, but I'm Nicole Fagan, the Senior Director for Product Management. So any questions at all, please reach out to us. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thanks very much, everybody. And just as a reminder, I'll get this posted out to the community later today. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.